the ability to heal the sick and injured.
Was Gothel just hanging around this cliff waiting for this flower to grow?
She's kind of important. And all she had to do was sing a special song.
How did Gothel know the song needed for the magic to work? Did sheet music fall with a drop of sun?
Your power shine.
We found it!
You found it? How do you even know what it is?
Gothel broke into the castle, stole the child, and just like that, gone.
The guards to the royal family fail at their jobs.
The kingdom searched and searched, but they could not find the princess. For deep within the forest, in a hidden tower, Gothel raised the child as her own.
You claim this to be a hidden tower, but there's a waterfall coming into the area. No one had ever thought to follow the river that was headed in there? 9 guards guarding the crown, and not a single one is looking towards the crown itself. If the king had competent guards, this entire movie could have been avoided.
Huh?
How many years did Gothel have to climb the stairs to this tower before Rapunzel's hair was long enough for this? And to make matters worse, for the first few years, Gothel would have needed to carry her part, if not the entire way up.
But these? They appear every year on my birthday, Mother. Only on my birthday.
You didn't tell Rapunzel her birthday was a different date? The king and queen lit a lantern when she was born, so I doubt they've missed a single year since. Rapunzel would have needed to be at least a few years old to be able to learn her birth date, and by then, you would have seen that those lanterns go off every year on the same day. Once again, this movie only being caused by incompetency. Maximus and Flynn fall for roughly 10 seconds. At a rate of 9.8 meters per second, the two of them would have fallen approximately 1,607 feet, yet somehow survive. I have a feeling 2 concussions within a minute from a cast iron pan to the head would kill you.
You are not leaving this tower! Ever!
Oh, great. Now I'm the bad guy.
18 years too late for that statement.
The paint made from the white shells you once brought me?
Well, that is a very long trip, Rapunzel. Almost 3 days' time.
Gothel has taken trips that last days, and not once has Rapunzel even tried to leave. Not even so much as just go outside the tower. Rapunzel fails as a teenager.
You sure you'll be all right on your own?
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you, but may I just say, hi. How you doing? The name's Flynn Rider. How's your day going?
You've been knocked unconscious twice, tied up to a chair with hair, and you still think you might be able to charm your way out of this?
Ryder.
All right, Blondie.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit.
You mean the lantern thing they do for the princess?
Lanterns. I knew they weren't stars. Well, tomorrow evening, they will light the night sky with these lanterns. You will act as my guide, take me to these lanterns, and...
Blonde-haired girl who bears a striking resemblance to the lost princess wants to see the lanterns lit for the princess, doesn't strike up any curiosity. If you work this out, it could certainly give you some leverage with regards to your freedom.
Unfortunately, the kingdom and I aren't exactly simpatico at the moment, so I won't be taking you anywhere.
Holy pigeon toe.
That's okay. I mean, what she doesn't know won't kill her, right? Oh my gosh. This would kill her. This is so fun!
Okay, Ryder, don't forget about this when you eventually fall for the girl.
I am never going back! I am a despicable human being.
Has it already been 3 days since she left? Based on what we've seen so far, this amount of time cannot have passed, nor so little time that this is as far as Gothel has made it so far.
Rapunzel.
That dam was surely built for a reason. Way to go, Maximus. Some town or even perhaps kingdom is now screwed so you could have a bridge. And don't give me that, well, he's only a horse, he wouldn't know better line. He was smart enough to know of a trapdoor activated by a beer tap.
I have magic hair that glows when I sing.
What?
I have magic hair that glows when I sing.
This took you entirely too long to remember.
Oh, let your power shine. That's why I never left and...
You never left that tower.
The tower was too difficult to say?
Look at you! You'll think that he's impressed. Don't be a dummy. Come with Mommy. Mother.
No!
I know you've always passively insulted her, but you really thought these direct insults were gonna work?
I see how it is. Go ahead then, give him this.
How did you?
This is why he's here. Don't let him deceive you. Give it to him, what you see.
I will.
The Stabbington brothers really entrusted this with Gothel? I would think after all they've been through so far, they'd never let it out of their sight, much less let Gothel give it to Rapunzel.
Knows best. Patience, boys. All good things to those who wait.
But why? What is to be gained by waiting? Eugene, Rapunzel, and the crown all in one place and completely alone? It's the perfect time to get them.
Now sit. Sit.
What?
Now drop
Couldn't have asked it better myself, Eugene.
it. And it's also my birthday.
Come on, Eugene. She just said it's her birthday. You still haven't made the connection? What do you think the chances are of a blonde-haired girl who was basically kept captive in a tower by her mother and so desperately wants to see the floating lights on her birthday isn't the missing princess? The animators of this film have said Rapunzel's hair was 70 feet long. There is no way these girls managed to tie all that hair up into that short a length. And even if they did, that hair would weigh 80 pounds. Sure, there's the question of her dragging around that much weight all the time, but to now have all that weight hanging from the back of her head, no way her neck would support it. I can't even imagine how hard this day must have been on them. But it must be said, it seems they've basically given up on her. As king and queen, I would think they would have hired guards for nothing else but the continuous search of their daughter.
He did.
What? No, he wouldn't.
See for yourself.
Even if he was the traitor for the crown, which he already had in his possession anyway, you really think a man wanted for the theft of the crown would willingly sail a boat back to the castle with the crown in hand?
Head down.
Head down.
Arms in.
Arms in.
Knees apart.
Knees apart. Knees apart? Why do I need to keep my knees apart?
This was sure well planned. I'm willing to bet there are no scientists or mathematicians in the group, so for this to work as well as it did, there must have been some trial and error. I'm feeling that same disbelief as you. You couldn't have waited to cut her hair until after she healed you?
No! What have you done? What have you done?
I get that Rapunzel's magic hair kept her young and healthy all these years, but I don't see why cutting it would instantly age her like this. See what I meant about leverage?
You can imagine what happened next. The kingdom rejoiced, for their lost princess had returned. The party lasted an entire week, and honestly, I don't remember most of it.
The woman you love has returned home to her parents, who happen to be king and queen, and you think drinking all week to the point of blacking out is a good way to impress them? Sure, returning her home after all these years is more than enough to make up for your crime, but if you want them to let you marry her, you probably should have thought things through better.
Happy? He's never told me otherwise. Thanks to Maximus, crime in the kingdom disappeared almost overnight. Well, I'm pleased to tell you that after years and years of asking and asking and asking, I finally said yes.
Eugene.
You really want me to believe Rapunzel was there in the background and didn't once feel the need to correct him on anything for almost an hour and a half?
Yes, we are.
Not even on the parts when Eugene wasn't even there?
The ever after.
Yes, we are.
Now what happens after the fuel for the lanterns is gone? I know, Maximus and Eugene fell over a quarter of a mile and survived. Why wouldn't this guy?